What's up guys, welcome to Anime Town. There is a stupid number of action anime with an overpowered main character. Some hide their powers, some don't. And once in a while, there's also an anime where the main character doesn't even know that he is overpowered. Now before we get started, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button. With that said, today's video is going to be about overpowered main characters that hide their true power. To make things interesting, we are not only going to base this video on physical strength, but other aspects as well, like psychological strength, charisma, or being a hidden strong entity altogether. Let's see, how many of them have you already watched? Well then, shall we begin? The first anime on our list is... Number 10, The Daily Life of the Immortal King. Now this is actually a Chinese anime. We'll go with the English title because I don't want to accidentally conjure up some ancient demon simply by pronouncing some Mandarin the wrong way. Anyways, there may not be many good Chinese animes out there, but this one is fairly decent. The main character is basically invincible. It doesn't matter what happens, he can completely take care of the situation all on his own. However, he has a low presence and people always take him for a weakling. But he is content with that. He doesn't like unnecessary attention, and he absolutely doesn't want anyone knowing the stupid amount of magical prowess that he possesses. You could watch this anime with subtitles, but you would have to tolerate the Chinese voice. The heroine voice is still pretty cute though.
Ollie, 辛苦你了。5、4、3、2、1。
Number 9, The Irregular at Magic High School. The main character, Tatsuya, enters the entrance exam of a magical high school together with his sister. His sister gets chosen for the first course, which is supposedly for brilliant students. He, on the other hand, gets stuck taking the second course because his exam results portray him as someone who is magical inept. However, what other students don't know is that he far exceeds them in terms of practical combat abilities, knowledge, and has magical prowess that not even their grandparents have heard of. And that's what basically makes him the Irregular at Magic High School. Number 8, Inspector. Both main characters, Iwanaga and Koruo, have some grave secret that the rest of the world would never believe even if they came to know it. One of them is the goddess of wisdom, and the other is an immortal guy whom even the supernatural monsters called yokai are afraid of. You can chop his head off and he would still come back to life. He is a college student with a good social life, but his everyday life takes a blow to the face when Iwanaga comes into his life and asks him to become his boyfriend. I don't know why it's rated so low on my anime list. Considering how good the characters and animation is, it should at least have a score of 7.5 out of 10.
やっぱり僕の肉は害になるらしいな。
Number 7, The Devil is a PartTimer. It is exactly what it sounds like. The devil gets isekai to the human world and takes up a part-time job. His goal is to climb the corporate ladder and ultimately become the ruler of Earth. To do that, he throws away his pride as a devil into the garbage and can humbly start working at the local McRonald's while keeping his real identity a secret. Well, even if he were to tell anyone that he is the devil, no one would believe him anyway, right?
このままじゃキャンペーン1位どころか。使うか。残された魔力。魔力はいざという時のために残しておいてください。その場所から同価値の何かをアポートしなくてはならない。まずい、潰れる。サイコキネシス。
Number 6, Seiki K. The story revolves around the everyday life of a psychic who can pretty much do anything he wants with his psychic powers. Even so, he's the type of guy who wants to live a normal, average life and nothing more. But it's hard to live a normal life when you had uttered your first words 14 days after your birth, and by the age of 1, you were already grocery shopping for your family. Honestly, this anime takes comedy to a whole new level. It is very rare to find a comedy anime that is not cringy, and if that weren't all, you can rewatch a hilarious scene a dozen times and still laugh like a monkey.
なぜなら私は可愛いだけじゃなく優しい完璧な美少女だから。佐伯くん、ちょっと無視ってひどくない？会釈すらない。私のこと見えてないの？私もう死んでるの
Number 5, Tower of God. The main character, Bam, or Yoru as it is in the anime, is an irregular with the potential to turn the entire world of Tower upside down. In the anime, Bam is portrayed as a naive simp who appears to be all sunshine and rainbows, so it is obvious that everybody would see him as a weakling. However, as the story progresses and he realizes the potential he always had, things get very complicated pretty fast. If you decide to go through with this anime, then you should also read the webtoon because seeing just the anime is simply not enough as the anime only covers the tip of the iceberg.
お願い、力を貸して。
嘘。新田は私の知ってる大人とは全然違う。新田といるのは楽しい。
おい、待てって。
Number 4, Hinamatsuri. This is basically a fun and wholesome anime that you can watch in your downtime. The main character, Hina, is a lazy-ass middle school girl who has the power to destroy whatever she wants. One day, she just suddenly pops up naked in the apartment of a Yakuza. No need to call the FBI. This Yakuza seriously has no interest in underage girls. Rather, it's Hina who bosses him around by threatening to break all of his vases and then actually breaking them. He ends up taking her in and also tells her to never let anyone know about her psychic powers. You would love this anime. I also recommend that you read the manga as the story gets much deeper from where the anime ends.
Hina! Hina!
あ？なんだお前。
あいったー！
それを知れ。
綾野浩二君。
あんた、今本気で打ち込もうとしてたろ。彼女を離せ。
Number 3, Classroom of the Elite. It's sad how anime studios make such good anime and then never make their second season. On the other hand, we see many cliched fantasy anime getting animated all day, every day. How does that make any sense? Well, Classroom of the Elite has only been around for 3 years, so it's quite early to give up on its second season. Anyways, the main character, Aya Nokuji, is a genius amongst geniuses. Things like wealth, fame, girls, relationship doesn't interest him. The only thing that interests him is winning, and for that, he will never think twice about using another human being as a tool. Of course, since he sees human beings as tools, he doesn't need to show off his intellectual capabilities to others.
A クラスに上がるための手助けはする。ただ俺の詮索はするな。
お前。
リクエストに応えて出てきたよ。これが僕の感情だ。
Number 2, Mob Psycho 100. Mob Psycho is a top-tier action anime with an almost too kind and shy protagonist that you can't help but adore. His name is Shigeo Kageyama, and he has been blessed with some hardcore psychic abilities. In terms of potential alone, there's hardly anyone who can take him on once he decides to show his true power. It isn't just the main character either, the other characters are also quite likable. Also, this anime addresses hate and bullying from a different perspective. Seriously, if you haven't watched this anime yet, you are missing out.
そして負の感情を世界に向けて爆発させろ。
使命だ。お役御免だよ。消えない。落とせに免じて命だけは取らねえでいてやら。
Number 1. Gintama. We are finally down to the number 1 spot, and the main character we have is Sakata Gintoki from Gintama. He spends his days reading, drinking strawberry milk, getting into random hilarious situations, and taking on odd jobs. He always has a wooden sword by his side, and from the looks of it, he is a samurai. But what people don't know about is his grave past and legendary strength that he showed in the Great Amanto War as the White Yaksha. Now, even though Gintoki, as well as most of the other Gintama characters, have had a very rough past, most of Gintama is still surprisingly hilarious. But somewhere along those laughs, the anime becomes a roller coaster of all kinds of emotions, and before you know it, you already have a deep emotional connection with the characters. That's the beauty of this anime. I know 360 something episodes sound quite daunting, but if you start watching it, you will not regret it. Some scenes can even make a grown-ass man cry. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to turn that gray like button into blue and that red subscribe button gray. Ring that notification bell too while you're at it so that you don't miss any future videos. Share your own personal favorite anime where the main character hides his true power in the comment section down below. Well then, see you guys on my next video. Until then, stay safe and watch anime.